My name is Logan Kinnamore. I'm a fourth year medical student at LSU in New Orleans. Um, I'm going into a combined internal medicine and psychiatry residency program, and so it's a combined training. It's 5 years, and at the end of it, I'll be an internal medicine physician and a psychiatrist, with the ultimate goal of having a large part of my practice consist of addiction medicine and approaching people um, who have substance use disorders from a harm reduction and holistic standpoint. I went back to Baton Rouge and was like, we don't have any Narcan here. Like, this is wild. I know so many people who still use drugs in Baton Rouge. People are overdosing all the time. We don't have any Narcan. And so I called up one of the folks I met at the conference and was like, hey, I'm trying to start this little scrappy grassroots thing in Baton Rouge. Can you ship me a bunch of Narcan for free, please? Like, donate it. So they sent me 5,000 doses of Narcan and a ton of muscle syringes, which you use to administer it. And I made a Facebook page and a Google hotline phone number, and somebody put it out on Reddit, and No Overdose Baton Rouge was born. And so I started that in 2013. So that like paralleled my journey through, you know, Narcotics Anonymous, and then we eventually started working in policy. Like we wrote, my friends and I co-wrote and lobbied for and found sponsors for all of the harm reduction bills that exist in Louisiana now. So now Narcan is totally legal. Anyone can have it. Anyone can use it. Syringe access, like needle exchanges, are legal by vote of local city councils. carefully interrogate oneself, you know, what is important if someone is feeling like they're kind of getting off the rails or like exhibiting some, you know, maybe compulsive or chaotic behavior, especially if you have someone that you love and care about who is exhibiting this behavior. The best thing to do for that person is to offer them support and love, and not shame and not judgment. And the same for yourself. Just give yourself support and love and forgiveness. But to be self-aware and self-critical, and to really analyze the relationship to whatever substance someone might be struggling with for themselves. It could also be like any other kind of compulsive behavior that we use to change the way that we feel when we don't like how we feel, right? And so really doing the work of interrogating oneself and trying to articulate what your relationship to the substance is, why you use it, how you use it, when you use it, in which environment. I think that's step one. And then, you know, if you determine that like, well, this isn't healthy, then asking for help is step two. I'm certainly not going to tell anybody don't do drugs, they're bad, because that's not true. The truth is that substances exist in our lives in almost an infinite variety of forms. And also it depends on where you're at in your life, that relationship can change over a lifespan. And it's important to know one's limits too, and to be self-critical. If you find yourself like going out 3 times a week on a weeknight after classes, and then you're hungover the next day and you can't get up and go to class, that might constitute like an issue for an individual. Again, that person has to decide for themselves that that's a problem, right? Because some people might just be like, whatever, I don't care about school. It's not a problem to them. But if you're someone who cares about school and you find yourself getting into a pattern of behavior where it's affecting the things that you care about, the things that you care about, not the things that other people think you should care about, but the things that you care about, then maybe it's time to take some pause and think about that relationship and think about reaching out for help and changing one's behavior. That would be my advice. And also, like, it helps me be a better doctor. I can relate to my patients in a way that many of my colleagues cannot. And it absolutely makes me a better doctor.